Hi there. Are you thinking about raising your kids multilingual? Give me 10 minutes and I'll share 11 practical strategies that can get you a flying start to make those little ones multilingual learners. If you are unsure whether you should take the leap or not, you might be able to see that you can actually do this. That's my goal here today. These strategies will not have you do more work. It's more about working smarter to create the right environment that your children will thrive in. Okay, so let's get started. Number 1, use the one parent, one language if you can. This is not going to be possible for everyone, but the idea here is that you have one parent speak one language. That makes it easier for the child to learn. So for example, in my family, so I'm going to do this throughout the video, by the way. I'm going to give practical examples from my own family so you can see how it works. So I was speaking, or let's start with Selena's mother. She was speaking Thai, or she's still speaking Thai to her child. So that's the only language. And for me, it's Norwegian and English. So that's sort of the idea there. Number 2, use theater improv games, because this can make the language learning so much more fun. It's like they're playing and learning at the same time. And if you want some ideas for that, you can go and see our video about theater improv games. And I go through 4 of them in that video, so check that out. Giddy up, cowboy. You missed some good lines here.
How do you mean?
I said, giddy up, cowboy. Let's have some fun. Eventually, you might want to invent your own game. And the reason for that is that you can, so if your child has a minority language that you find it's slightly difficult to get them speak, if you make your own game, you control the narrative. So let's say it's French, okay, then you just invent a game and you do it in French and your child will follow along with that, right? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Bill.
And I'm Selena.
And we are Raised in Thailand. Number 3 on the list is let your kid teach. There are several ways of doing this. For example, there might be a community nearby where you can meet other people in your own little community. But if that's not the case, you can go online. For example, there's societies where you can find a language buddy, even for children. I will put a link to the one that I have been using down in the description, so you can take a look at it. So my daughter Selena, she found a person in Spain, like a child in Spain, and she's weekly talking to her, or she used to. Now she hasn't talked to her for a while. Selena is teaching her English, and she's teaching Selena Spanish. If you want to see all the little benefits of your child teaching somebody else, there's a video we have on that as well. So we go through all the little nitty-gritty details on that. So take a look later. Strategy number 4 for today is buy books in, the minority country. So what I did, I bought it online. I bought the books online and I shipped it to a family member. And once I've shipped many of them, then this family member shipped them to me here in Thailand. So like 20 kilos or so. In addition to that, you can use audio books, and as of now, we are using Storytel. It's about $10 for 1 hour of listening every day, approximately. Multi-language learning strategy number 5 for today is distribute languages. And what I mean by that is, if you are a family like us and you might not have the opportunity to have one person, one language, you can use like context or maybe days of the week to divide up between the different languages. So what I did with Selena, because I had to teach her both English and Norwegian, I would speak like Norwegian on certain days and English on certain days. And in addition to that, I would see that, oh, now Norwegian is the weakest language. So right now I will just speak Norwegian until she catches up with the other languages. Number 6 for today is read daily. So now that you've shipped all those minority books from your home country, you can start reading like 20 to 40 minutes every day. And I saw really incredible results with Selena. After listening about 3 to 6 months, she started writing really, really good in Norwegian. So I recommend it. Strategy number 7, enroll in online schools. And this is where I saw the results because Selena has a Norwegian online school. And after listening to me reading and the Storytel audiobooks for a while, her results got better. This sort of school, I think would be available for most languages because Norway is a really small country. There are only 4 or 5 million people. So if they have an online school for children abroad in Norway, they should have it for other languages as well. Language learning strategy number 8 is make music in the target language. And you can do this with AI. Especially for toddlers, this is really effective and entertaining. You have web pages such as Refusion, where you can go and just either you can have AI generate from scratch, or you can bring your own lyrics and whatnot.
Hola, hello, ¿cómo estás? How are you? Muy bien, gracias, very well, thanks.
And there's another video we did actually a tutorial on that. So I'm gonna put a card up here, and so go take a look at that. Strategy number 9 for today is to involve the community. And now I'm talking about the local community. So there might be, if your language is bigger, like Spanish or something like that, there must be other people nearby that speak the same language. Maybe you can go online to find those people that are near you, or there will just be arrangements, trading fairs, different kind of things that you can find in your area. So learning strategy number 10, leverage media. And I'm going to give one example that is very convenient to use because, okay, you can go on YouTube and just find videos, but it's a little bit difficult, or it's a bit time consuming. So for example, Selena is learning Spanish, and I found this page, Dreaming Spanish, and it's kind of like free, I would say. You can use up to 1,000 hours without any subscription. So and then you can categorize the content by difficulty, by interest, and so on. So it's very practical. You can just sit down and get right into it. Okay, so the last one is model enthusiasm, which may seem like a self-explanatory, but it's just like, for us, it's so obvious that our language, for me, for example, Norwegian, has value. But your child growing up in a country far away might not see it that way. Because, okay, Selena, what does she see? She sees her father speaking Norwegian and nobody else, right? So for her, it's like it's a nice language. You can, it's like a luxury language, but we don't really use it. So this is sort of like the problem you might be facing. So be enthusiastic, see it as, or show that it's something valuable in itself. And, don't give too much rewards for using the language so that you get into this circle of just having to give your child something every time they use the language. Okay, so that's how you can jumpstart your bilingual family and make your children multilingual learners. Bye for now. See you later. And yeah, one more thing. If you want to have a checklist for this video, I'll put it in the description. You can download it so that you can sit down and go through all the points in more detail, and it's easier to have at hand later. Bye for now.